Hello, and welcome back. I haven't been around for a while. By the way, it's me, Delta One AirSofttalk, as always, and someone asked me to review ICS. Apparently, I've never really had an urge to buy an ICS gun. The only ICS gun I would ever really go out of my way for would probably be their Galil, because they actually have a functioning real selector switch right on the pistol grip. When you grip your Galil, it actually functions as the selector switch, unlike most Galils don't. ICS also has a reputation for having not such a good compatibility with parts. So, I've also, used and messed with ICS. Yes, it's nice they have a split gearbox, but honestly, guys, it's not that big of a deal. Personally, yeah, it's nice, but the only thing that ICS really sticks out is that the forward assist does something and decompresses the spring, but G&G does that as well. Now, their overall metal quality is meh. It's not like, oh my gosh, GMP, but it's mediocre. It's not bad, but it's not amazing. Their MP5 line, really, realistically speaking, they really have the only good MP5 that's affordable, and it's still not even that amazing. G&G doesn't even have that amazing of an MP5. I should probably make a video on MP5s. Actually, I'm going to do that next. They did release some information that there would be a 3-round burst one, but I've talked to some people who knew more about it than I did. They've emailed ICS directly, and they kind of just dropped it in complete, or they just are postponing it, not giving any information. ICS's internal quality, meh. It's not amazing. It's not like spec-fucking-tacular. It's just meh. I've played against ICS and ICS guns, and the ICS gun I played against was more or less a custom gun, but it had no internal modifications. It was the ICS Olympic Arms M4 CQB folding stock, but it had a retractable regular M4 stock on it. Actually, it was the ICS pistol that was bought, and he put a M4 stock on it, and it was the worst. It was the most inaccurate gun ever. It's 75 feet. You couldn't even hit a human target. Don't know. His had problems for sure. I know that. The ICS SIG is better than the G&G SIG when it comes to terms of externals, surprisingly. I've held both of them. I may have held an old school model of the G&G SIG, don't know. But if I'm going to buy a SIG, I'm probably going to go with probably a G&G. Their SIG, the SIG, the plastic external quality to the ICS SIGs are a little bit better than G&G's, but I haven't really had any amazing luck with ICS. Their MP5, I had an original 13-year-old 13-year-old first gen MP5, and the guy I used to work for got mad at me because I told him it's not worth upgrading because you have a crappy external body. And yeah, when ICS first came out, their guns were really crappy compared to what we have today. They're a lot better now. There's really not much I can say. If you're going to buy an L85, ICS is the best option to go. G&G's is blowback, and I've had numerous problems with G&G for whatever the reason. I just get completely unlucky with G&G. I would much rather get an ICS because you can also house the large 9.6 battery in your ICS, and you also have the split gearbox. But, personally, I wouldn't even buy an L85. I would buy an L86. That's just me. I know Ares came out with one, but I haven't heard amazing things from Ares. Ares is just there, in my opinion, but that's the same with ICS. ICS doesn't really make many new things. They've just been there for a while. That's pretty much all I can really say about ICS. ICS, I'd have to give them a 7, which is just a meh. It's not like, no, I can't even give them a 7. I'd give them a 6. Because they're just there. It's nice you have to... No, I can't give them a 6. Yeah, I'm going to give them a 6-ish, 7. Because of the split gearbox, and it was a step away from Tokyo Marui. And I know I'm going to get some crap about that. I just don't think that Tokyo Marui is the most spectacular thing. And I mean, even ICS's like AK series is. I've held it. It's just it feels cheap. I have no problem with ICS, but it just felt cheap. I mean, if I'm buying an AK, I'm not going to say Real Sword's bad, but I'm absolutely disgusted with the fact that I cannot. There's so many compatibility issues in terms of parts. You have to use Real Sword parts, or else it won't work. And ICS is really picky with parts, which is a problem. So, you know, I haven't. The newest thing that ICS really came out with was their. Again, was probably their L86, and their main sales point on their L86 was like, oh my gosh, the bipod is the most durable thing in the world, which isn't really something you should make a sales point on your gun unless it's a Barrett or a handheld 40mm machine gun, which doesn't really even exist. That's a handheld weapon. But that's really all I can say. ICS isn't a bad company. Mainly the people who buy ICS are probably fanboys, or for whatever the reason you want to buy their weird Olympic Arms Full Metal Concept M4 is probably the only reason I would ever see to buy one. Or, I mean, ICS is kind of just there. I wouldn't recommend buying them as a, you know, oh my gosh, it's going to beat everything. But it is worth the, in my opinion, it's not really worth the money. Personally, if you're going to buy anything from ICS, get their SIG or their L86 or L85s. I mean, they're not too terribly expensive, so they are worth the money, but you can always look at your other options. If you're experienced and you know how to upgrade stuff, ICS is probably mainly better for you. But if you don't know in terms of upgradability, the only thing I really recommend from ICS is their L85s. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my review of ICS as a company itself. So, thanks for watching. Again, if you want any other particular... I am continuing this series. I just found some time where I could sit and do this, that I wanted to do it. Because if I don't want to do it, it's not enjoyable, and it's not really worth watching, in my opinion, because I'm just sitting there like, I just want to get this done. I don't really care. So, let me know if there's anything else you want me to make a video of. I know I just posted a video. I'm probably going to do like 3 or 4 more videos today. So, thanks for watching, Damn Trolls. As always, I'm Delta One, and I'm going to be ending the video now. Ka-cha.